Hey guys, welcome back to Wicked Outdoors. Today we're going to be making a fly tying video. I like to fly tie for panfish. I'm not a big fly tyer, I'm not a big fly fisherman. I was given a couple things, fly rod, a couple of things to make them. But here's going to be a panfish killer. May not be the best video, I'm not the best fly fisherman, I'm not the best fly tyer. But here's a way to catch some nice panfish, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Trying to get some different content out there. But hope you guys enjoy the video and make sure to stay tuned. Okay guys, for this panfish rig or fly, what you would like to call it, we're gonna be making those little guys. A couple different colors, not the best job, but catches me some nice ones. This one's a good crappie, pink and white. Here's a beat up one that I started off with. But what you're gonna need for these are some tungsten ball beads. These ones are yellow, or chartreuse, from allenflyfishing.com. You're going to want some deer belly hair. This is orange. This is a preferred cut. Well, preferred what that I would like to use. I just like how it is. You're going to want a size 8 hook. That's the size I like to go for. It seems to catch them with a perfect hook set. And you're going to need some string. So let's get right started with. Okay guys, here we go. This is the size 8 hook here that you guys are seeing. My hand in the background. I am so sorry if it does not focus. The focusing is not doing real well. But you're going to take your string of any color. I'm going to be starting with black. What you're going to want to do is you're going to take it like this, at an angle. Start towards the bottom, towards the hook. I hope you guys can tell. But you're going to take this string that's connected and overlap that second loose string. With that overlapping, that's going to hold that down and that's going to secure it. And what you're going to want to do is just work your way up the hook, securing that second hook turned. You're just going to keep securing that loose string over and over so you have a good, so this fly won't come apart. Go that right up to the eye of the hook so you have one layer of string. Once you have that, you can take your loose wire and cut it off. Now that you have your first layer of black or whatever color you're using, you're going to want to take a yellow bead is what I'm using. Slide it on the hook all the way up to where your string is and hold it there. Now take your string and go over top of the bead and just start going over and over behind it so it holds that bead in place. Make it big so the bead cannot go over it, so the string is bigger than the hole inside the bead. Then I like to go over it again so it makes an X above the bead with that string, and do the same thing so it can't slide forward. You don't need as much in the front, but you will want some. Then what I like to do is add a second bead. Now what I'm actually going to do for, well, you could do a pink and bead, or a pink and yellow just to switch things up, and that's what I'm going to do, is just make a really colorful bead, or a colorful fly. So slide that pink one on there, actually, go this way. Slide that pink one on there, and about where you want it is about that. Can't really tell you what that distance is. Just pick a distance that you like. So I gotta go above the yellow bead again, and I'm gonna make this just a bit thicker here, the string, so the pink bead stops. So there, let's slide that pink bead up. There it stops. Go above it just like we did on the chartreuse one, and make sure it cannot go over that, over the string. So secure it. There it's secured. Go on this side. Secure it from the other side now. And then in between the two beads here, I'm just going to put a lot of string to even it out so it's not bulky on one side and not bulky on the other. Just fill in the middle between the beads. Then after this part, we're going to grab your fur. Like I said, I'm using the belly fur, deer belly. You can decide your length, I'm just going to come past the hook just a little bit. See if we can turn the camera without it focusing, or with it unfocused. Alright, that should work. So I don't want it too long. You can tell on my other ones, I just went back that little bit, about a finger length this way. If it will focus, probably not, right there kinda. So it's up to you what you're gonna be doing, but I'm just gonna grab it, kind of measure it on here. Kind of looking for longer pieces, the longer fur on the belly. I do like longer fur. Right about here is the longest. So let's grab that. Cut, just pinch it with your fingers and cut it off. You're gonna want a good amount, but not too much. You can always add more. There, I got about that much, if that helps. But I'm gonna put where you cut it, that's the even side is what I'm gonna be calling it, because it's all cut off and it's gonna be even. But on the uneven side, I like to stick it out on the end, because then that's gonna give it more of a undetail, and it's gonna make it look kind of messy for them fish. So cover, actually that was a little too much, I'll take that off. Pinch it as tight as you can with your fingers. Go on the top side, you see how the hook's here? Go on this long side, pinch it on top of them beads, and get one loop and secure it. Then just kind of keep going in between them beads is where I started it. Secure that down, pull these loose ones out. I like to cover up the back side of them beads. It just gives it a little more, I think it looks more, I can't say it looks natural. None of this is going to look natural in the water. But there's what it looks like. Right there is perfect. Now these parts up here, them extras, I'm just going to cut that off so it looks nice and sharp on top, so you can see that yellow chartreuse bead. Okay, there's what the bottom looks like here. It's all springy. You can change it. It's a tough decision. You can bring it down. I'm going to leave it like that. So what you're going to want to do is just really secure that in the middle. Get some of that extra that was up in front covered up. Go right up to that back bead and just tighten it as best as you can. That will pull them strings out further and make it all frizzy like that. I like to cover up any orange I can in the middle so it's a solid black. There's how it looks. Can I flip it over somehow? Here, I'll just unhook it. So there's how it looks from this back end. It's right there with that chartreuse. You really can't tell with the lighting, but that's the chartreuse bead on top. But with the hook facing you, you can see them beads very clearly. So if the fish is coming up from the front, they can very clearly see them beads, and that's just going to make them hammer that thing. But from the back, you can only see the chartreuse and cover up that pink. So really you're kind of getting two different looks of baits, and that could get you a different kind of bite on each fish. It depends what they're looking for. Okay, there we got it up in there. Got a couple I'm going to trim here, just so it's a puffier, more on the bottom. A couple on top still. But there it's fastened back in. Got that. Not very solid on that end. Okay, so solid black, orange, yellow. Other side is a solid pink, black chartreuse. So now you're gonna want a head cement. You're gonna need head cement. I forgot to say that, but here I'll show the camera my head cement. Okay, guys, here's that view of the head cement. This is Backcountry Laboratories head cement. Very good head cement. But what you're gonna do is open it up. And you can see how much is on there. If I can find the brush. Right there, the brush is. You can see it's dripping. But you're going to get a fairly good amount. And just brush that head cement over top of that black middle. That's just going to tighten it, cement it, make it hard as a rock, and it should not untie. But there you go. Just cover that whole front end wherever you can see your string, and just cover that up with this head cement. So it's got that nice glossy look. But really, guys, that's about it. You're gonna want this. Gonna want it to dry. I'll leave it here overnight, actually, because I want that full cement. I just really want it dry so it doesn't get it fall apart. But there's how you do it. That is gonna be the full video on this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I can make a couple different flies. I got different flies in here. This really isn't a fly. This wasn't the first one I've ever made. Just a little jig head for panfish. But I can make quite a bit different ones. Here's a different fly. I guess you could call this a fly with no weight. If I can find it kind of for you guys. Could make a video on that one. That one's pretty, it's probably easier than this actually. But there you go. This is a panfish killer right here. Great. Choose your colors. Just catch different species like this. I said a lot of nice crappies like to hammer this one. But I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, it's Wicked Outdoors.